20 to life.
And they even tried to pull out like a condom.
Man. What?
Yo.
Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
What?
Cut the cameras, bro. Go do your...
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon State. Busy. Back at you with another video. And today we have, honestly, it's pretty sickening, to be honest. And I think there's such a double standard with everything going on right now. But if you haven't seen the Nina Lynn and Zoey Spencer with Silky, if you guys don't know Silky, Face Silky, with his manager, Nina Lynn and Zoey Spencer had actually sexually assaulted and sexually harassed Silky's manager. So today we're going to be reacting to Nina Lynn and Zoey Spencer really got away with this ... by Omeezy. So let's hop right into it, baby. Let's get it.
This weekend will be dubbed as the Streamer Essay Weekend. And the first incident that kicked it off was the revival of, the banning of, and the unbanning of Nina Lynn and Zoey Spencer from their incident that happened about a year ago, a little over a year ago, on Saeed, Silky's assistant.
Oh my God. Saeed. Hey, come here. I got you. Saeed, come here.
Zoey, you can't. Zoey, you can't.
23.
No.
He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes,
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Oh, nah. I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
Nobody.
Can we just, what? Everybody, let's take 1 second to analyze this. Let's reverse the gender roles. Imagine this is a girl sitting in the corner, right? Imagine this. Imagine this is a woman sitting in the corner and two niggas grabbed her, right? Like, we just grab her shit, right? Like one nigga holding her down and then the other nigga just behind her for the jokes, for the gag. These niggas will be all over the news, all over New York Times, all over New York Post, all over CNN, all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over every single thing saying, arrest him, arrest them, arrest them. But then it's like, these bitches do it and nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's laughing and shit.
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
Nobody.
You remind me of that.
After gathering to do
The
another
death
one of their
penalty.
infamous group streams, Nina Lynn, Zoey Spencer, Silky, and Silky's assistant were having great times on this stream. At least what appeared to be great times. Now I'm showing you these clips to do two things. One, depict what was going on prior to this situation.
Like
and
what?
two, because I know somebody's going to use these clips as a way to try to justify the situation that happened with him. But that does not make anything that happened to him any better or any more right or consensual. So like I said, Zoey, Saeed, Nina, they were all having a good time. There are even videos and images of Zoey twerking on Saeed and him actually going into the twerk as if he is, you know, accepting of said dance.
You scared?
What do I even do?
You give him running, why do you control it?
Now, all these things seem to be fun and games and just streaming culture in general until Nina and Zoey took it way too far. Now, I know that there's going to be somebody in the comment section thinking to themselves, well, why is twerking considered essay? Why is him getting a dance from them two considered essay? One, he's telling them to stop multiple times, but that's not what a lot of people are actually focusing on. What they're focusing on is the fact that they eventually pick him up, drag him into
Which is
a room,
insane.
and then attempt to strip his clothes off, even though there are people saying no in this situation.
What?
Actually focusing on. What they're focusing on is the fact that they eventually pick him up, drag him into a room, and then attempt to strip his clothes off, even though there are people saying no in this situation. And from my understanding,
can y'all just, like, again, reverse the roles? They picked her up, took her to the room, attempted to strip her clothes off, even though she was saying no. them niggas would be dead. You would have people trying to find them on the street. Police are all over it. What? And if there was video evidence, 20 to life.
And they even tried to pull out like a condom.
Man. What?
Yo.
Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras, cut the cameras.
What?
Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Go do your shit. No outside clothes on bed. Hold on. This is a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
Zoey, he's not consenting. Huh? He's not consenting.
I don't think he wants
What?
My bag.
You heard it. Buy me a condom.
Yo, what is happening? Yo.
Now, what's interesting and weird about this situation is the fact that this had been going on pretty much the whole day. There were several times in this stream in which Nina, Zoey, Saeed, and Silky were all together, in which Zoey and Nina went over and pinned down Saeed or started twerking on Saeed in many numerous ways.
He ran away. Cause I was trying to give him a dance last night, and I'm gonna hold him down. You do it. Okay.
What?
You gonna hold him down?
Oh my God, you're the girl Saeed been saying so much about.
He has his. Yeah. You've been talking about me. Yeah.
Baby face need a barber.
He do need a barber though.
With the kids.
So this is not even like one thing. Like this shit happened throughout the whole day. The whole night.
The kids.
Now, I'm not going to get in debates with people about what is wrong, isn't wrong, X, Y, and Z, et cetera, et cetera. But I do think that this does serve as a learning lesson to a lot of people that even if somebody did consent to something hours ago, minutes ago, days ago, weeks ago, doesn't mean that they will always be consenting. The minute that someone says no to something, you got to stop. That's just
facts. The moment someone says no, you have to stop.
Work. Now, this happened over a year ago, like I stated, and nothing happened to Nina and nothing happened to Zoey. You're probably wondering why. Now, I have my own deep dive thoughts about that on Patreon. I'm not going to discuss it in this video, but let's just say this was swept under the rug and people really weren't studying this situation until some specific incidents happened. Your Rage Gaming, yes, Your Rage, member of FaZe, had to press Nina at a party in which she doubled down on what she did.
Your Rage, press that bitch.
This whole new revival of the entire situation.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him like,
we all just seen the footage, right? We all just seen the footage.
we felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize.
How do you not know if he was saying stop? And just look at the situation. Just read just look at the situation. Like what?
I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No, I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Now, while she did claim that she was trying to patch these situations up between Saeed and her, she ultimately denied it. Look, Saeed had been talking about this for a very, very long time. And he fell victim to what a lot of male victims fall victim to is that people just don't care. He ran into the gay
They take it as a joke.
Ran into the, you don't think
Look at this shit. He let that shit happen in front of him, then taking sympathy after it too. And y'all sucking him like he saved the country. He is part of the problem. Y'all don't get it. It shouldn't have gone that far, but it was content, so they let it slide. Oh, okay. And then Silky, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that too, like Silky. I think I seen him on Twitter talk about the situation, but just in the moment, like, how y'all let this happen to your mans, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You sweet, you soft, X, Y, and Z joke. He ran into a lot of backlash and scrutiny behind dismissing Zoey and dismissing Nina's advances in this situation. And to be quite honest with you, that's just wrong. As a society, we have to do a better job of taking SA more seriously for all victims, to be quite honest with you. But especially male victims. Male victims get invalidated so often because people can't fathom how a man can be essayed by a woman. But let's be clear, it can happen. It can really, really happen. But the only problem is that when it does happen, people run to the internet or run to the timeline and just straight up invalidate you. And especially because he's a cameraman, nobody's gonna care about him and his feelings. Now, because this situation got revitalized based off of Nina's total dismissal of Saeed's feelings, people started to pick up on this story again. And those bigger content creators like XQC and Asm Gold basically pressed Twitch's B-Star about, hey, how are you gonna address this situation? This is something we didn't know about, and now that we do know about it, what are you gonna do?
Isn't it crazy this bitch hasn't gotten banned yet? She hasn't, right? So let me get this straight. So it's been a whole day. Everybody been talking about this.
I'm not gonna lie. What's that meme? The worst person you know made a great point. I'm not gonna lie, Asmongold, you are low key the last nigga that I want to see talking on this. But you know, right is right and is wrong. So I respect it.
Of this girl that sexually assaults a guy on camera and she not even banned. Wow. We're gonna bring this up tomorrow. Like, actually, I'm thinking about maybe I should tell somebody that works at Twitch about this in order to make sure that, honestly, to make them legally liable. Because, like, now you knew about this, right? Like, now you knew that there was sexual assault that happened. It's on video. And like, now, you know, that's it. And so I think they know, man. Yeah, but it's different if, like, I have it right there and I say it right there. Do it in writing? Oh, I will. I'll do it in writing.
Now, what Asmongold just said there opens up a plethora of interesting talking points. First and foremost, Twitch has an inconsistency problem when it comes to this type of stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that they had saw this clip or this is something that was on their radar. Hell, they'll see it if I drop a slur on my stream. But it's interesting that they took this long to even do some sort of addressing of the situation, and I think it's quite strange how they handled it. It's also interesting that he claims that he has the ability to make somebody legally liable to do certain things, and this has always existed. I say that because there are situations that have happened in the past in which Twitch has not handled something. Asmongold or other big content creators and streamers on the platform knew about the situation, but honestly did not leverage the power that they had in order to clean up the platform, you know, to get these sickos and perverts off of the platform. Now, don't get me wrong, we're definitely looking at the platform as a whole and how they handle these types of situations. Ultimately, Twitch did lay down a ban on both Nina and Zoey Spencer. Hold on now, Omar. I gotta say something real quick. In less than 48 hours...
Yeah, didn't they ban them for 24 hours? 24 hours. They banned them for 24 hours. I've seen niggas get permanently banned on Twitch for calling a bitch fat. Guys, I've been a consumer of Twitch since the shit was called Twitch. After they renamed it from Justin TV and Amazon had bought the shits. Bro, I've seen people get banned for way less. I've seen, if you guys know Destiny, he's a political streamer. He got banned for talking about the trans sports issue. Wasn't being disrespectful or anything like that because he himself is a part of the LGBTQ community. He got banned. We've seen Speed get banned on Twitch for saying words. We you know, like, we've seen so many people get banned on Twitch for way less. But then for literal sexual assault to happen and you get a light tap on the wrist is fucking insane.
Of both of them being banned. Now it is official that both Nina and Zoey Spencer are unbanned after being banned after committing SA on camera to Saeed, Silky's assistant. And I'm here to tell you that Twitch, the platform, just doesn't care about SA. Now, it's probably something to note, and it's something I'm going to talk about later in the video, but Zoey did put out her apology video months ago, and now Nina has put out her apology video over the weekend.
Okay. Zoey Spencer put her apology video months ago. You're still fucked up for doing that, but I can somewhat respect you for you apologizing right when it happened. I seen Nina give her apology like after she got banned. So, like, bitch, you don't care.
And it seems as though that's all that it takes on the platform like Twitch, because Mango, another streamer, if you remember from Ludwig's burial cart video, who was essaying a bunch of different women, humping them without their clothes on, giving them physical contact, etc., is also back on the platform. So that would make 3 people.
Which is also insane as well. But let's be fair, right? Again, it does suck that we are going to compare it. But if you guys had seen the Mango situation, Mango was being a weirdo, and like, it's definitely sexual harassment, but he's not touching these women, you know? He's like air humping the air and like saying outlandish shit. These women literally grabbed him, choked him, thrusted him, took him to a room, stripped him, then later in the night grabbed him again. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but because it's two mildly attractive women, the authorities and most of the populace don't give a fuck. And it's so disgusting to see.
This year who are on high profile streams with high profile streamers, etc., who have been committing essay on stream, getting banned off the platform and then unbanned in no time. I think PR played a large role as to why Twitch even went about doing what they did, you know, the unbannings and the statements and everything like that. But I think it's interesting how quickly they are able to and willing to reverse the actions that they made. Is the essay serious or is it not? And Twitch is making it as clear as possible that they really don't care
They don't give a
about any of
fuck.
this stuff for real.
Twitch don't give
Like,
a
they just want
fuck.
people to feel like they care, feel like some sort of action was done, have the streamers make their announcements saying, good, I'm glad the platform did, etc., and then ultimately unban them, because they also do know that the unbans are going to get, you know, not as much traction or not as many views as the actual original banning of them. It's actually sick behavior and disgusting, but it does track for a platform like Twitch. Now back to the video. Now, after getting cooked by a plethora of streamers like Stable Ronaldo, YBG, and McQueen,
I mean, yeah, she's a fucking weirdo. I don't know how it's wrong. That's a literal crime. And you know what's bad when she admitted and she said that he should be embarrassed. Like, what are you? What?
Yeah, that's insane.
Ever said.
Aspen Golden XCC react to it, and they're like, she should be banned. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
Well, they're not even useful to the fucking platform. Who gives a fuck?
They shouldn't be done crazy, but there should be some consequences. There should. Because of the fact of the matter is,
huge.
if two men
Yeah.
did shit, it would look terrible. All the women in the world would be trying to cancel them to that man. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But why is that okay when why is it okay to do that when men do it? But why? But it's not. But they not getting. The women aren't getting the same type of. They're not getting the same treatment. Nah. Doesn't matter.
That's
if it was
fucked
funny
up.
games. You shouldn't do that shit, especially not on stream. Nigga, keep your hands to yourself, okay? If a nigga want to be a mark and run away from Sakochi, cool. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be a buster and run away from Sakochi. Now you're just forcing this shit on this nigga.
we finally got an apology
100%.
from Nina after
100%.
this whole incident happened.
I'ma always be all right, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure he's okay with that ass. Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me, you know? This situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but it only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it, you know, and he was very hurt by it. So that's all that we know.
Her eyes not crazy? That's not crazy? Now to me it's interesting, but also
Imagine if a man said that, like, oh, like she was laughing, mind you, because right, like I feel like in any situation or anything you've seen on Twitter, like reverse the roles remotely, it's like, oh, like she was laughing because she was nervous, da 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 da. Rightfully so. That's a valid reaction, right? When like you're awkward, you don't know what to say, you know. That's your explanation, Nina? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no no.
very expected that Nina Lim would apologize after this specific removal of her account from Twitch. It lends a lot of people to believe that she actually doesn't have a lot of remorse. It's just a situation where she's trying to save face. And as for Zoey Spencer, she actually apologized earlier this year. Now, granted, a lot of people would say that it came from the backlash of So Illuminati, but she did it well before any sort of punishment or any sort of banning was levied down from Twitch.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever, and I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny, and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. I see that
Zoey Spencer, you went too far. Like, that's not funny at all.
what I did came off all wrong, and it's on me. I take full accountability for that. I just want to say, Saeed, and to anybody out there that I made feel uncomfortable, I'm genuinely sorry. I'll definitely do better moving forward. I want this stream life to be fun. I want it to be wild, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated.
Now look, SA is SA.
See, that was a way better that's a good apology. That, like, it doesn't excuse what you did, but to me that is a great apology. You take accountability, you say it's wrong, you say, I'm sorry, even though I was trying to have fun, it is completely wrong and no one should ever feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry, Saeed, and I'm sorry to anyone else who is watching the stream who's been obviously in a similar situation and who feels uncomfortable. That is a good way to apologize, not the shit that Asian bitch did, bruh.
Is essay, and I don't want anybody comparing the severity
Yo, what's
between
good,
what
Joe
has been
Money?
displayed in the Miskit video that I released a little bit earlier and this video. I don't think that that's the productive conversation to have. The more productive conversation to have is,
that was
what
terrible.
is this culture that's going on in the streaming community that thinks that stuff like this is okay and acceptable? Who are the enablers? Who are the people that can be stopping this? Who is aiding in these situations? And why do we have a platform that routinely is inconsistent as to how they handle these things? I think part of the reason why people feel as if they can continue to do these things
Twitch,
is because
bro.
there's not a serious platform that's gonna give serious punishment based off of your actions and behaviors on stream. Hey, just think about this. I'm a new streamer on the block, and I know if I essay a woman on stream for the clicks, likes, and views and send out an apology, Twitch is only gonna give me a 24-hour ban. What's really stopping me from doing these things? And hell, as we speak, I'm pretty sure Mizkif is not suspended or banned from the platform as well. I'm putting a challenge, and I mean a real hard challenge on Twitch to do what needs to be done and keep these people off the platform. And the next people that I'm looking at is you, the viewing audience. Not necessarily directly blaming you, but you know, the bigger you as a whole. Stop giving your views and stop giving your eyeballs to these people who are bad and evil. Gang, there are so many other content creators who don't do these types of things. At the bare minimum, you could just at least not be so deeply involved with these streamers that you will blindly back them no matter what. That's the type of stuff that leads to all this behavior being enabled. And that's where we get nasty situations like what happened with Saeed, what happened with Imaru, what happened to Senna, what happened to Emily CC, what happened to any of these young women and young men. I'm asking you, and I'm asking myself, I'm asking the community as a whole, Twitch, the platform, everybody. Let's start taking SA seriously. Let's get these people out of here.
Yeah, like, honestly, and you're right, Jojo. This is not the first time they've both gotten called out for being weird. It is not the first time. It's not the second time. It's not even the third time. Like, I've seen a lot of times with Zoe Spencer and with Nina Lynn where they've done some fuck shit. I can say Zoe Spencer though has gotten better. Like, Zoe Spencer had her little phase where she was just doing a bunch of shit, and I think the Saeed thing, because remember, Zoe Spencer apologized right after the Saeed thing happened, and she took accountability, and she's been acting right and doing good. You know what I'm saying? But like the Nina Lynn thing is, bro, didn't she just say like, oh, like I used to beat on my little brother until he turned 16? Like, what's good with you, bruh? What is good with you? But without further ado, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like on the video, man, if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Boo, boo, boo. And it's your boy Brandon. Stay busy, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.